So before this video starts, yes, I'm aware that I need a haircut. I'd appreciate it if we just moved over that fact real quick before I get into everything. Anyway, there are 5 things that I wish I knew before I bought my first generation BRZ. And it goes for the FR-S and GC86, whatever. It's all basically the same car, pretty much. The first thing that I wish I knew before buying it is that the torque dip that everybody talks about is very real and it's very prominent and it makes the car feel very, very slow. I have mine tuned with the open flash tablet, and I have catless unequal length headers. It helps a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie, it is still pretty sluggish. But that brings me to my next point. The second thing that I wish I knew is the fact that no matter how much that you modify this car, if it's not boosted, it is still gonna be a very slow car. I have mine tuned. I have the unequal length headers. I have a catback. I have a catless front pipe. I don't have lightweight pulleys put in, but I've seen people who've done that said that helps quite a bit. It makes it feel a little better. I basically have done to my car what everybody does to their BRZ when they get it, and it's still pretty slow. Now, it's like I said, if you boost it, I'm sure it helps. Turbo supercharger, I'm sure it helps a lot. I've never been in a boosted BRZ. I don't know anybody with one, but if you have one, let me know if it's worth the money. I've looked into kits before and it's like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, and I wouldn't be installing it myself because I'm not confident enough to not break it. But I would like to know if it's worth the money, because it is a lot of money. But it's a slow car. The third thing that I wish I knew might not apply to other places, but at least for my local dealership, is how expensive parts are. For example's sake, I just got done about 3 weeks ago. I had my ball joint replaced and wheel bearing. I was expecting it to be a couple $100, but they came back to me and I got tires on top of that, but excluding the tires, they quoted me $1,600. So, I mean, so far, that's by far the most expensive like maintenance thing that I've had to do. And it's not the car, it's just like a wear and tear thing. Like every car has to replace these things. And I'm well aware that you can save money if you do the work yourself. But sometimes with stuff, I would just rather let the dealership do it, because then I know it's done right and that I didn't mess anything up. But yeah, I wish I knew how expensive things like that would be. I'm kind of nervous for something else to go wrong and have to bring it to the dealership and fix it. Because if those 2 things were $1,600, I'm scared to see what other things are going to cost me. The fourth thing I wish I knew is that this car kind of feels like an empty canvas when you buy it. I always said this car is like Legos. Like you can literally just build whatever you want with this car, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong. It's an amazing feeling that I can just start buying parts for a completely different build and then do it and then swap to another thing and do that, and there's so many different parts for it. But on the other side of that, it's kind of a money pit. Because it's like you go full bolt on, and then it's still not fast enough, and then you go boosted, and then I'm assuming it's, you know, like after some time it might get boring maybe, and then you want to swap it to a show build, which is a lot of money. Swap it to a drift build, which is a lot of money. It's kind of like there's so many options for you to build, that there's so many opportunities for you to spend so much money on it. Obviously, I knew that there was plenty of parts before I bought it, which is like one of the reasons that I bought it. But I didn't realize how tempting it would be to buy so many different things. It's such a nice looking car just by itself, but then when you start buying certain things, like I got some taillights in mine, I have the wrap done, I have the little duckbill spoiler. I don't even think it was a full week after I got it wrapped that I started looking at body kits, and those obviously are not cheap. The last thing that I wish I knew is how noisy the boxer engines are. It's something that I didn't really see brought up much in the reviews and stuff that I watched before I bought this car, but the engines themselves make some very loud noises that are completely normal. They're really noisy motors, and I wish I knew that beforehand, because when I first my first like month or so of owning it, there were some noises that I noticed when I was parked with the engine on, and I thought that my car was broken. Maybe not broken, but at least like something is wrong. And I did some research and stuff, and it turns out that it's like a common thing that happens. Like everybody who first gets into these cars hears it running and then assumes that something is not running right, or it's broken, or like whatever. It just doesn't sound right. But it turns out all the noises, majority of the time, are completely normal. Obviously, if your engine is ticking, that's not a boxer thing. Well, I mean, I guess they do blow up pretty regularly, but yeah, that was just 5 things that I wish I knew before getting into that car. Do I regret buying it? No. I lost a little bit of love for it between the last few months, but I've gained it back. I'm starting to have fun with it again. I'm kind of at a loss right now to where I want to go. I kind of am thinking of going towards a show build. The more that I drive the car, I realize that there's no point to try to make it fast unless you're going to boost it, and I don't think I'm going to, at least anytime soon. So I'm really considering just making it a show build where it sounds good, it looks good. I don't want to race anybody in it. I bought a motorcycle for that. Like, if I want to go fast, I'll just go ride the bike. But yeah, that's 5 things I wish I knew before I bought it. If you're looking into one, shop around. You know, if a good one pops up, I'd say go for it. They're a lot of fun to drive, not in a straight line, but taking it out on twisty roads and stuff is the most fun that I've had in a car before.